What subscription do we need to get the bot live and doing automated trading? Can you tell us the specific membership tiers if you plan on starting with 2 prop accounts to test? Yeah, I'll get to that. Same here, only have to set up for traders post. Okay. Yeah, I know we have a lot going on between Traders Post, ClearEdge, and Loon. There's a lot of options right now. Device-based for ClearEdge or VPS. It's a lot of options. Yeah, well, you shouldn't be switching your time frame anyways, darkies. Like, go back here. You shouldn't be switching this time frame. This is my pure hunter layout. You should never switch this time frame. There's one thing that you should never ever do. It should stay on 5 minutes. So, I mean, if you're on another layout and you want to switch the time frame, sure. That's fine. It's not giving me any issues, but this isn't my bot layout. This is my manual trading layout. See how it says unnamed? There's no bot on here. This is where I trade. Okay, but don't switch your layout here. Sorry, don't switch your time frame here. That's how you make your bot not work. Don't get any 25Ks evals, okay guys? 25Ks are a waste of time, they're a waste of money. I can prove that by, let's just go to Lucid. Refresh this, sign in. Okay, let's go to add an account. Let's go to Lucid Flex. And let's look at the 25K, $70. Let's look at the 50K, $98. Are you really gonna let $28 deter you from this much extra loss limit, double? Just pay the extra $28, and then honestly, I think you can even get it cheaper. So when choosing, for those of you who have not chose your prop firms yet, when choosing on Lucid Flex, you select the platform and you choose CQG up at the top. I'm gonna click that. And then let's try to apply the Playbit code and see what it does. Okay, $70. Okay, $70. So 50% off. So instead of paying 70 for a 25, just get the 50, select Tradevate, put in the Playbit promo code, and it's $70. Okay, guys? Do not buy 25Ks. Hope that helps. Yes, this is currently being recorded. Yes, Sam, I will go over Loon. What questions do you have about Loon? You can use the new platform now if you wanted to. You just got to ask Ty for the invite. It depends on how you want to do it, JPav. Let me show you. Let me show you guys real quick. Sorry, my computer's being weird with one monitor. Go to ClearEdge. Where's ClearEdge at? Okay. This is not supposed to be a ClearEdge stream. Account login. Boom, here I am. So look, I logged in the ClearEdge. What do you see? You see Playbit. And you see how it says I'm a member. Okay. And we have signals. I hand created all these signals like a month ago or so. So when you get ClearEdge, you don't even need TradingView or like data or anything like that. All you do is just get the ClearEdge invite from Ty, and then I approve it or he approves it once you sign up, and then it's $30 a month to connect to our pre-made signals, and then all you do literally is download the ClearEdge app, open it up on your PC, and connect these signals to your accounts. I have a whole video on that. I'm not going to talk about that right now because this is still in beta. But so far it's working. Okay, this is what ClearEdge is. So it's a little bit more expensive than Traders Post. You got to pay the $30 to get these pre-made signals. If you don't want the pre-made signals, then you don't have to pay the $30. You can just set up your own signals just like you did in Traders Post. Okay, this is just a little convenience fee. You know, you can cancel your TradingView if you like. If you don't need it, save the 22 bucks there and put it towards this. That's what this is for, to make it super easy for you. And then we have different risk for every single signal. For every strategy, there's a different available option for you. Total 27. The last one is just a test signal. Do not connect to the test signal. Okay, do not connect to this one. If you have ClearEdge, don't do that. What else? Yeah, that's basically it. This is just something that we're working on, and so far really good. And we will continue working on it. But again, you have to either have a VPS, which I have right here, dashboard, login. Here we go. Where's my thing at? Here it is. Manage. Okay, so ClearEdge offers their own VPSs, but I'm testing these other ones. I've been testing this $20 a month one. So far, working really good. I was able to crash it with 10 firms, so 10 different prop firms and over 50 accounts. It finally crashed. So I'd say a sweet spot for this one is anywhere between like 3 and 4 firms max, and it should run for 20 bucks a month. And you can, once you turn it on, you never have to worry about it again. And you can even access it through mobile. How do you access it through mobile? You download this Windows app on your phone here, and then you just put in the IP address, the login credentials they give you for the VPS, and then boom, you can literally connect to it anytime, anywhere from your phone. It's super fucking cool. No VPN or any of that bullshit needed. You know, excuse my language. We have some ladies in here. And then if you don't want to do the VPS, you can just download the ClearEdge app like I have here. Where's my ClearEdge? Boom, here it is. You can download the ClearEdge app. My session is running on the VPS because I'm testing it, but literally this is exactly the same thing. So you would download the app and then just set up the signals through here, or connect them to the $30 a month Playbit service, and then you're good to go. It's very easy. Again, I have a full YouTube video on it. I'm not going to go through that here. Okay. Whenever it's out of beta and I'm told to do a stream on it, I will do a full stream on that. Is Pure Hunter version of Orb? Yes. What is the best metric to evaluate prop accounts? I built a website to help you do that. Someone should have the link. If not, I'll grab it and drop it. I'm first time here for the Pure Hunter bot. We just can follow the settings you mentioned and it run. Yeah, as long as you follow my YouTube video, if you do video 1, onboarding, and then video 2, which is Pure Hunt, you're good to go. You can stop at video 2, and if you did every single thing that I showed you, then you're solid. The bot only trades New York AM session. Yeah, that's true. If it catches a trade before 11 a.m. or 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and then it's done for the day. Or sorry, it'll trade and hold until TP's hit. If it doesn't, then it's done for the day. We had an ILM bot that did Asia, but it's currently being worked on. You will be able to watch the recording on my YouTube. Once we're done here, I'm going to post it. Yeah, Lucid Flex is the best for bots. And if you want to get a Lucid Direct, I don't recommend anything above a 50K direct account based on the payout max ratio cap. A code for Loon. I'm waiting on Playbit to get a code for Loon. tag EC, and EC should be able to get you a code. He should be able to get you like $30 a month off or something like that. Don't quote me, I'm just guessing. CE is still in beta testing, yes. What works better, VPS or my own device? Well, honestly, Brody, I was testing the VPSs that ClearEdge offered, and let's go to subscriptions. And I was manage, adjust plan. There it is. So this is the cheapest one you're going to get, okay? And it's roughly the same stats as this $20 one that I got, 19 actually. So 3 times as cheap and the same performance. And honestly, it's been performing better than this one. So until they, can offer some better prices on these, I'm not going to use these because like I said, I'm testing something that's already working better. You do need this, okay? I'm not trying to turn this into a ClearEdge video, but you do need this on top of your bot subscription and on top of the $30 a month Playbit auto sub subscription if you so choose. Again, you don't need to pay the $30 a month to be able to have this feature. You could literally just create your own signals right here, just like you would in Traders Post, okay, and save your $30 a month. But it's a trade-off. You either pay the $30 a month and don't have to do anything on TradingView, or you don't pay it and you keep TradingView and you just do everything manually on your own. Okay, that's the trade-off there. I think it's a pretty fair trade-off. Expired access token, you need to reconnect your accounts. Tradovate just did an update this weekend, so you just need to update your, reconnect your accounts. Go to your dashboard, click on your account, and then click reconnect. You don't need a VPS to run this, no. That's just one of the options that I was talking about. AML 521, you do not need a VPS. You can either run it on your device or you can run it in the cloud with Loon or Traders Post. Where's the newest documentation on the newest strategy settings for the bot? I have no idea. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I could try to find it. Yeah, I'll grab the website. It's over here. Actually, this is just the stat calculator. This is the stat calculator. This would help you a little bit. No, that's not what I want. I think I'm gonna have to build in something else. With Traders Post, can I manual trade and have the bot going at the same time? Like if I manually enter a trade, would the bot interfere with that and wants to enter its own trade? Yes, of course, Brody. So you cannot manually trade the same accounts or even the same prop firm that you give to the bot. Reason being is because you will hedge. All right, you have no idea when the bot's going to enter a trade. You have a window, but that same window is exactly the time that you're going to be trading. Most likely, like 90% of traders trade within that same window. So you cannot, basically what I say to make this real simple for everyone is when you decide to give a prop firm to the bot, that bot now owns that entire prop firm. You cannot control any of those accounts. It is now under the control of the bot. The bot makes the decisions for those trades, not you. And if you want to go against the grain and try to do it your own way, I already have people who have got their accounts revoked for hedging or their payouts revoked for hedging. Okay, so just go ahead and make that decision, and that's the safest way to go about it. Traders Post does its best to execute the signal immediately. I'll say that. Post your bot monthly summary payout. How many funds used to those? Those are 150K accounts, bro. All of those in the bot alerts and the bot summary are 150K accounts. 150K fundeds. Pure Hunt, I set up the Pure Hunt. What's the difference with Classic Orb and Revised Orb? Is Revised Orb safe flow? Yes, Classic Orb is Hunter. That is Pure Hunter. Revised Orb is safe flow. Yes. The difference is Classic is the raw breakout of the 5 minute with strict parameters, and Revised is the retest. Either the retest of the zone or the FVG with strict parameters. Yes, Clear Edge, you can strictly do signals. Yeah, that's the cool thing about CE, Jared. They make it look like the trades are directly being took from your computer, because you have to keep your computer on, and when you activate the system inside CE, it actually opens up a Tradevate instance for every single prop firm that you have. Not each account, but for each prop firm. Each prop firm gives you your own Tradevate login. You can have 1 account or 10 accounts for each prop firm. It doesn't matter what, they all go inside the same login. So if you have 5 accounts from Lucid and they give you a login, you log in, all 5 accounts are going to be there. So when you open up ClearEdge and open up your instance, it pops up your TradingView chart and it stays on. It has to stay open. Okay, I speak about this in my YouTube video. It has to stay open. And the reason being is because that's your instance that is making everything come from your PC. The next one is the next VPS. I think it was the $35 one, Prime. That's the next one I'm gonna try. The $19 one was the first one. The next one I'm gonna try is the $35 one. Yes, always have it set on the 5 minute chart. The bot's window is 8:45 a.m. Central Standard Time to I think 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, some shit like that. Did you, Brody, did you already request? One sec. Let me check this. How do I send you guys the invite link? One second. I'm gonna have to ask Ty, I think. Whoever's had the link, if you want to share it with Brody, and then I can approve them on my side here. I don't know if I have the link right now. You can also go on bot owners and tag Ty and say, hey, could I join CE with the link? And then he should send it to you. No, the computer doesn't have to, like if you're doing device based, your computer does not have to be on 24/7, just during the session, just during Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, just to cover all bases from market open to market close. How many days to pass Lucid Flex account to get payout on a 50K? Well, let's do some math. Hamat, let's let's do 300 risk. That's your 1R. Let's say the bot, and obviously all of this is like, this is not financial advice, and we're genuinely making a bunch of assumptions, but based on 1R being 300, 2R being 600, and the profit target being 3,000 on a 50K, you can easily make a deduction on how many trades it'll take. If the bot trades 4 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and wins 2 or 3 of those days, and they're all 2Rs, you're pretty close to passing within a week. But that's an assumption that the market's going to give you what you want. Okay, let's say it doesn't give you what you want and you lose 3 trades. Well, now you're in drawdown, and it's going to take even longer to get back to break even and to get back to the profit target of 3,000. So that's the only answer I can give you. Okay, let me go here into the team members. Approve. All right, Brody, you are approved. 500 risk. Okay, for what size account? Is it an eval? Is it an eval or a funded? Yeah, 500 is fine for an eval. I suggest doing higher for evals. You don't want to spend time in your evals. Yeah, 300, 350 for a funded is what I do. Okay. So who here is ready to set up traders posts and everything? You just got the bot. You either have watched the YouTube videos, you haven't, or you need to, or you're here to set everything up. This will be on YouTube, and I'll post it in bot chat, and I'll post it in bot owners. Right here. I think there is, yeah, ClearEdge chat. I think you got to get access to this. Just request access from Ty. I don't have admin access, so I don't know. Yeah, definitely just text him. Would you say, couldn't people get banned from some props if we all using the bot? We have similar entries if using the defaults? No, these aren't like, this isn't like a high frequency trading bot that's trading super fast, and it's also not like some irregular strategy that's new or like lucrative or anything like that. It's just orb. It's literally just orb, which has been around since like the 1960s, and then it got really popular in the 90s, and thousands, I mean, I'd even beg to say like millions of traders have used the orb in one facet or another. So I just approve yours, Jared. So basically, to answer your question, no, like they're not banning people from all having the same model, like people use orb from options to forex to NASDAQ, whether it's futures. People use ICT, and thousands of traders have the same entries and exits every day across all different prop firms. Correct. There's no alpha decay to a continuation. All Orb is just a continuation. It's been around so long and it still works. Yeah, the stream's recorded. It's been around so long and it still works that it's I don't even know if alpha decay is possible with prop firms, to be honest. Is there a section in the Discord where I can learn about the Pure Hunter? Yeah, I think so. There's nothing that like tells you how it works specifically. That's all gated. But I think the best that you're gonna get probably is the bot summary. And then what else do we have here? Bot alerts, bot changes, bot news. I would look through these and then just watch my YouTube videos. I talk about it a lot in there, but I don't really like go into details about how it works. Just showing you how to set it up and how to confirm that it's set up. I have 6 Bullnox accounts ready to be funded. Had the bot connected to only one top step this last week. Well, with Bullnox, you got to make sure that you follow their rule with the buffer size of 2600, and then you can copy trade another funded. So you got to get them all to 2600 first, one by one, before you can copy trade them all at the same time. I'm pretty sure how that works with Bullnox. Yeah, I mean, you should be able to easily explain how you open your trade. So you did a 5-minute breakout of the orb range, whether it was to the upside or the downside, and you entered on the closure of the candle. Or it was safe flow, and you entered on the retest of the range, the fair value. So it's quite simple. I mean, if you ever come across that, which no one has, you can just query one of us in bot owners or bot chat, and we'll take care of that for you. Well, when NQ was running between like 26K all the way up to 30K, it was really, really good. The bot was doing 9, 6, 7, 8, 9 win streaks, and very minimal losing streaks, 2 to 3, even 1. So when it has upside and it's in a familiar range, it works amazingly. But even when it hit in the 30s, it was still doing just incredible, from the risk management that it holds to choosing the trades to pick. It does a good job navigating unknown, unfamiliar, and uncertain territory. So within the last 6 months now, or I think more like 4 or 5 months, I've just seen its journey. I've seen it handle the market in a way that honestly I probably never could have. So, I mean, I've taken 6K now, being very, very slow and very conservative. I started with 1 eval. So, and I waited for it to pass on 300 risk with 1 eval. Once it showed me that and it passed, I had a little bit of proof of work. I was doubling down on evals like every other day, every other week, and that's why I have so many accounts now. I think I'm at like 50 something, and the bot has passed 18 of those for me. So 18 of those 50 something accounts are all funded from the bot. I haven't blown any yet. Even the trailing ones are still good. Friday helped out a lot. The main things I contribute to that is keeping my risk static. I never changed my risk. Like, I didn't lose a trade and then go increase my risk the next trade. I didn't, or lower it. I didn't lose on Hunter one day and then turn that day off, or go switch to safe flow, or whatever the case may be. I just steadfast and I allowed the bot to do its thing. So my journey since conception is I gotten enough payouts to cover the bot for the whole year, all my fees, and now I have 18 fundeds with a bunch of evals and some buffer. Explain the buffer one more time about Bullnox. Yeah, so Bullnox will not allow me to activate my other master accounts until my current master accounts, the ones that I just activated, are each at 2600. So they said every time you get to 2600 on one of your masters, you can activate another one. Get to 2600 on that one, activate another one, all the way until you're at 11. So once you have that, then all the ones that are at 2600, you can copy trade those ones. +1 is what I'm understanding. Playbit P&L 2026. I'm pretty sure that's just 3 funded accounts. Or it's one account per strategy. They're running 3 strategies, so it's based off one account. Okay, if you multiply all of that with all of their accounts that they're running, I don't know if they have 5 or 10. They're just showing you the results for one account per strategy. When I was doing 300 risk on 50K with Pure Hunter and OG Hunter, I was passing evals between like 17 trading days and 20, 21. I think the longest it took me to pass one was 26 with 300 risk. Yeah, more prop arbitrage. What we're doing is more of like a prop firm arbitrage, rather than like giving this to our personal cash accounts, which a lot have tested, but it's just not something that I'm going to suggest, right? It's your own money. Let's take the props money and arbitrage them. Out of all your accounts, how many do you delegate to each strategy? I'm not going to lie to you, JPav, I have all 50 accounts trading Pure Hunter. Either Pure Hunter or Akimbo. All Akimbo is Pure Hunter, just with Thursday turned off. Like, I don't even do the extra days. Like the Con Classic for Tuesday and Thursday, I don't even do it. That's a waste of my fucking time. I'm not doing that. If I'm going to run Akimbo, I'm just going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'm going to take Tuesday and Thursday off. Okay? You go check the strategy report yourself for Akimbo Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you tell me how many times it actually ran. Okay? Not much. It's a waste of my time. Rather just run Pure Hunt, or I'd rather just run Akimbo without the extra setup, without the extra layout. Just do Pure Hunt layout 1, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and call it a day. Yes, this is being recorded. Are you supposed to run the 3 strategies at the same time on the bot, or just one? So the bot is the strategies, okay? So do you run the 3 of them at the same time on one account? Never, never, ever, ever. You only run one strategy per account, okay? You can add many accounts to the same strategy, but you cannot add more than one strategy to the same account. It will fuck everything up. How many accounts can you start with the Bullnox 3 eval? I think Bullnox allows you, I don't even know. I haven't had any evals for Bullnox in so long, like maxed out. I think I bought 11, and then I was trading like 3 or 4 or 5 at a time. I don't remember. All my Bullnoxes are funded right now besides 2, so I just been trying to max out the fundeds. It depends on what direct accounts you buy at Hoodrich. 150 direct accounts can be, in my opinion, kind of a scam because you only get to take 3,000. You make 9K, but you only get to take 3. So there's still 4,500 left on the table. And you'll keep on doing that, I think, for like 5 or 6 payouts. And then they roll over the rest of the balance into an actual live account for you, and then you get to trade it. You never get to like take it out. So if I'm understanding what those 150s do specifically. Can you show how to change your risk for pure hunt on the indicator? Yeah, I'll show that right now. My strategy report for Akimbo doesn't show much data. Only 2 trades in March. Well, which layout are you on, Ivo? Because remember, Akimbo has two layouts. Okay, so are you looking at layout 2? Yeah, that's why. That's what I was just referencing. Only 2 trades in April and March, and I don't even know if they were winners. They could have been winners. I have no idea. So it's just up to you. If they're winners, you know, and those days are consistent winners, is it worth it to add the second layout? 100%. Those little 2 extra winners each other month, those are going to help offset 1R, 2R extra. It's incredible. But, you know, it's either that or pure hunt. And the only thing that's different about pure hunt is Thursday. That's literally it. You just turn Thursday on and you don't do a second layout. All right, let's go look at TradingView. Change the risk if you're pure hunter on the indicator. Super easy. We're on pure hunter right here. We're on 5 minute and we're on MNQ1. Perfect. Just want to make sure we're always on the right things. And you see here, this little small hexagon, when I hover over it, it says settings. It's right here on this script. Most of the time it's hidden, but if you hover over it with your mouse, you can see it. And if you don't see this script, it's right here. This is a drop down. You click this drop down, it shows you the script. You can hover over it and you can click settings. I'm pretty sure over here, there's another place to find settings, but I don't know how to find it. So this is the only place I know how to find it. I click this. Now you have your indicator settings, inputs right here. Scroll down. See where it says classic orb right here? Hunter is a classic orb, okay? Hunter is not a revised orb, guys. He is not. He is classic. All you do is take this number and change it to what you like. So I just changed it from 351 to 400. And then I would click OK right there. And I'm on my Pure Hunter layout. I'm going to go ahead and save that. And then I'm going to go here to my Pure Hunter alert right here on the right-hand side. If you don't see it, you're either on this screen, or this screen. All of those are wrong. You want the clock right here. Click Edit, go to Condition, click the drop-down arrow, and choose the new condition here at the bottom. Then click Save. You have to do that every single time you change something inside your indicator settings. Let me do it again to show you. Back to my risk, I want to change it to 405. Or let's just change it to 500. Okay? Click OK. Go back to my alert. For Pure Hunter layout, Pure Hunter alert. Don't change your safe flow risk and then go update your Pure Hunter alert. It's not going to work. Okay? Pure Hunter layout, Pure Hunter alert. Edit, condition, drop down, change, save. You're done. Okay? If you don't do that, it's going to retain the same risk you had before or the same setting that you had before. Look at this fucking trade, dude. This is nuts. Thank God this happened. I was praying for the market to dump. So now we have some breathing room, a couple thousand points. How do you account for consistency rules when sizing the bot? Very easy. Let me show you. Let's go back here. Back here. Let's bring up a little text box. Okay. Whoa. 20% consistency, 150K account, profit target equals what? 9K. You take 9,000, multiply it by the consistency amount, which is 20%. Let's move the decimal over one time, or two times, sorry, to the front, times 20% consistency equals what? 1,800. But that's our 2R. You cannot make more than 1,800 in one day. So if you set it to 1,800 for your 1R, that means your 2R would be 36. You would break your consistency rule. So what do we need to do? We need to divide 1,800 by 2, and that equals 900. That equals 1R. That's how you do that. Take a screenshot. Okay, guys, that's how you do the formula. So get your consistency first, get the account size, the profit target, divide or multiply the profit target by the consistency, move the decimal over twice to the front, divide the number by 2 to get your 1R. Okay? Yeah, incognito, this being recorded. I haven't even been able to start the setup yet. Anybody that's here, who needs help one-on-one getting this set up right now? Please speak up. I know I've been answering everyone's questions. I just want to get them out of here first. I don't want people who have questions waiting around for me to 2 hours for me to set everyone up. Oh, bro. How many firms can be run with CE locally on a PC before it becomes problematic? 1 terabyte, 16 gigabytes of RAM? Bro, you got enough. Just gonna let you know right now, you got 16 gigs. You have enough. What do you think, Base God? He's good? Bro literally just bought a computer to run his locally and has no idea what he bought. I'm gonna pray for you. You're good, bro. 16 gigabytes of RAM is solid. You could do it with 10 gigabytes of RAM. Easy. So that $20 VPS, the $19 VPS has 4. It only has 4. And I had 10 firms on it with 52 accounts before it crashed. I made it work. It wasn't, I could go on YouTube still, and then I was like, okay, let's see how long it'll stay on. And then 5 minutes later, I got a notification that it crashed. I was like, oh, okay, bet. That makes sense. 4 gigabytes of RAM. Paranoid about using a VPS. Oh, it's not a VPN, bro. It's not like that. It's just a virtual private device. The trades are still coming from your device. You can set this up from your phone, bro. It's just a little bit more difficult. And it's not difficult because of any specific reason other than your phone's tiny. You know what I mean? And like the settings on TradingView are in different spots than they would be if you were following along with me here, right? Like this is not the same as the phone. It's similar, but it's different. So you're going to be looking for something while I'm, 2 steps ahead. You're still looking for it on your phone UI. It's a UI issue, but it's 100% possible. If you know TradingView like the back of your hand, then sure, go ahead and do it on your phone. But if you don't, I really suggest you do it on your PC, bro. Yeah, it's okay to have a VPS. Thank you, Kai. There's no rules against having a VPS whatsoever. Yeah, okay, Darkies, let me show you. Okay, we're gonna show you that. Darky said on my trading view, like on Friday, my Hunter TP1 50% and T2 are always next to each other, even though when you showed yours, it was different. Is there a setting that I need to change? Let's go ahead and show you guys this. Hamad, I already answered your questions, bro. It boils down to, like, you can do the math, Hamad. You have the numbers. You can do the math. I cannot guarantee you any of those numbers whatsoever. The market is different every day. I had no idea this was going to happen this day, and neither did you. No one. I'm not clairvoyant. No one in here is. So, like, you have your numbers. You take your numbers. You do the estimations, and you can have a general idea based on the market giving you what you want. So his question was, why are my arrows like this, bunched up together, and yours are separated? The reason being is because, let's open our indicator settings, and let's go to the Hunter settings, all the way here at the bottom. So you see this box right here? I have it off. If I was to turn it on, what's going to happen is, boom, just like yours. So what this is enable large stop loss RR reduction. When your stop loss is larger than 50 points, which typically it is, especially lately with these ranges, like NQ, let's think about this, guys. NQ is a $30,000 asset. Of course, your range is going to be bigger than 50 points on a daily basis. I don't remember when it was under 50 points. I'm just going to be real with you. I do not remember when my range was under 50 points, maybe sub 26,000. But when an asset is so large, a 50-point range is almost guaranteed, okay? So what this does is when the range is 50 points, look, that day was 160, a 160 point stop, and the bot mitigated this trade and fucking smashed TP. Excuse my language, I'm sorry, guys. So here it is. Sorry for rambling. All I'm saying is when this box is turned on, it takes TP extremely early at 1R, okay? And since you also have this on, you probably have it on 0.7. So it probably took TP very, very early here. So this is probably what your trade looks like versus my trade looking like what you had saw. So yours probably looks like this, and mine looks like this. Okay. So I got a little bit more out of that, and that's just the way that I run mine, so I can capitalize on this model. This is a continuation model, okay? Yes, it's nice to get in and out of the trade quickly and to snag that win, but at the trade-off of losing a half an R or 0.3 R, roughly, you know, I don't necessarily want that for mine. So that's why I just do full customization on my Hunter mode. So mine typically look like this, and that's all that's really going to change. Let's say there comes a day when the stop loss is 60 points and you all have it turned on, so you all take profit here, and then price comes back up and then hits my stop loss and I actually lose, but you all won. Well, that's the risk that I'm choosing to take with my accounts because I'm okay with that. So that's the innate risk, you know what I mean? And it doesn't matter how large the stop loss is over 50. It could be any size, but if it doesn't take the initial full TP here and still runs back up to the stop, then I lose. But whoever has that box on would have won for the day, okay? But you wouldn't have got this extension into 1R or 1.2R without having that box turned off and the stop loss being under 50 points. Okay, so if the stop loss was anything under 93 points or so, probably would have got stopped out for the day. Okay, we cannot determine the stop loss. The stop loss is determined by the range break candle closing below or above the range. It's very, very simple. Sorry for that long-winded explanation. I hope you understand. I hope that makes sense. No, I'm on my Mac right now, Hoodrich. I am on a Mac doing all of this. ClearEdge, Lucid, Loon, Trader's Post. You do not need a Windows. What's your settings like? My Friday shows like this. I just explained that, right? Didn't I just explain that? Hamad requested to speak. Bro requested to speak. Let him on. Apex was all right, bro. Especially when you use code Playbit, you get a hella discount. But again, I don't recommend Apex for the bot unless you're gonna high risk your evals. And don't buy trailing. Please buy end of day. Everyone, please, public service announcement. Buy end of day. And tell a friend. Yeah, Darkies, if you did the BE right here, you could do that. You'd have to run it like this. Look, you could run it like this, but it's not suggested. BE is not suggested because you always get tagged out. Look, tag. Yeah, I could show you numerous times where we go back into drawdown after hitting 0.7 R. Okay, but and that's why it's implemented. Okay, it's a real strategy. It works. But you could do this. You could enable BE after 1R, change this to 1, or change this to 0.7. Change this to 0.7. I think this will work. Hold on. Whoa, 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 what the fuck? Pause. Let me look at this. This changes everything. Short TP1, TP2 back at BE. Okay, so that makes sense. And then, so you would have got stopped out. You would have hit there, and then you would have got stopped out at BE. Perfect, right? That's not bad. I can get down with that. And then it shorts again for some reason. I think because you went BE, it shorts again. I'm going to have to ask Anthony. Look at this. Came back into the range. Closes below. Shorts again. Immediately takes a little TP1 right here. And then again with the stop. But this time the stop was overextended because this candle moved really quick. So you actually might have broke even on this trade. It took TP and then it lost a little bit. So you broke even on this trade right here. So you won here, broke even, and then you didn't make anything here, and you didn't lose anything here. And then the trade continued in your direction for the rest of the day. So that's how that would have worked. I'm not 100% sure why it re-entered though when I enabled BE. It's definitely interesting. But that explains why that happened to so many people. I had a bunch of tickets and they were like, why did my bot re-enter? That's why right there. This. It BE then re-entered. That's pretty sick. Okay. Yeah, I would go with, honestly, bro, just go with Lucid. Just go with Lucid, bro. One time, Lucid Flex. One time, Lucid Flex. One-time fee. Use code PLAYBIT. You get it for $70. The same price as a 25K. You get the 50K for $70 on the Flex with code PLAYBIT. Okay? No activation fee. No rebill. They're literally the best. All right, guys. I think we're an hour in. We have to get to this. No one's answering my question, though. Like, low-key, y'all aren't answering my question. Does anyone need one-on-one help? Like, you need me to start from square one. Maybe someone did and I missed it. Okay, well, luckily, this is going to be recorded, so I'm going to have to do it either way. So you can watch. I can't post the recording and not have it done. Everyone's going to be like, what the fuck? Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so we're an hour in, guys. First step, TradingView. Go to your TradingView. Make sure you have the essential plan. Okay? If you don't have the essential plan, let's get it. It's $13 a month. Actually, that's not true. It's $15 a month. And then once you buy that, you need CME Data TradingView. Okay, I'm going to send this link into the Discord. What the fuck? Now having an extra screen is going to run me. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Hold on. Where's Discord? Nah, you don't need premium. Breezy. You do not need premium. That was only for ILM, and you can even run it without premium now. The only time you need premium, to be honest, is to get like deep backtest data, which is, you know, so anyways. So, and to have like more than a bunch of how many layouts? Where does it say? 2 charts per tab. So you can have 2 charts per layout, but it doesn't tell you how many layouts. I think I have 3 or 4, and then you can have 2 charts per layout. So if you have 3, you can have 6 basically. If you have 4, you can have 8. Okay, so once you have TradingView Essential and the CME that I sent into the Discord, we are going to do 2FA for TradingView. Very important. I cannot do this for you. You have to do this on your own. Go to your profile logo right here. Go to Settings and Billing in your account settings. Go to Account Settings here. You'll see 2-factor auth. Turn this on, okay? And then follow the motions with your Google Authenticator app. This is going to tell you exactly what to do. It's either going to text you or email you. Confirm the code. If you don't have this app, download it. If you're a student, you probably have this one. It's going to give you a QR code to scan. Once you download this app and log into your Google, scan the QR code with the Google Authenticator app itself, not your camera screen. Okay, not your camera. It's not going to work. You have to use the app to scan the code. Once you scan this code with the app, they're going to confirm you, give you a code, you enter it, and you're good. You're done. Okay, so once you do that, you're done with TradingView for now, and we can move on to the next step, which is Traders Post. Okay, once you do those 3 things, you're done with TradingView, and we're going to go to Traders Post, and we're going to get the starter plan. Okay, you do not need the basic or the pro or the premium. That is way too much money. You just need the starter. This is the promo code. This will take it from $50 a month to $39.20 a month. It'll also drop your paper account add-ons from 5 to 4. All of your accounts are paper accounts. If you're on a prop firm, all of your accounts are paper. none of them are live, okay? Unless you have been moved to live. And funded is not live. Okay, guys, a funded account is not a live account. It is still a simulated account. Once you complete this payment, you get the starter plan. You want to go to dashboard. Here we are in dashboard. This is where we actually connect our accounts. What is Traders Post? Traders Post is replacing you. Okay, you're the trader. Typically, you're manually pressing buttons. What we're going to do here in Traders Post is simply set up one strategy to run Pure Hunter to press the buttons for you. And it's not actually pressing buttons. Well, it is, but it's just you're giving it access to your prop firm account here, and it is going to automatically enter and exit the trades for you. It's really that simple. So that's all we're doing. So the next step would be to confirm you actually have some prop accounts. If you don't, please go to Lucid Flex if you want to start an eval, and get the Lucid Flex 50K eval. Put in code PLAYBIT, choose CQG data feed. Do not choose Rithmic unless you're on Loon. Okay, but I don't suggest Rithmic anyways. Go to PlayBit right here. Do not pay full price, guys. Okay, why give them 140 when you can just give them 70 with code PLAYBIT? All right. And you can have 5 of these. I suggest having at least a few. Okay. Now, you should do what you can afford. But the reason I suggest having at least a few is so, we'll think about it like this. You're paying for a monthly subscription for TradingView, the bot, data, right? All that adds up. You have to offset it with payouts. That's the whole goal. And the bot can do that for you when the market is giving us what we need, but you don't want to just start with one account and rely on one payout at a time. If you get 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, now you're getting all of that at a time instead of just waiting on one. Okay, so typically I would suggest for newer people to start slow and to take it one at a time. But when you're paying for something and it's already been proven to work, I've been on my journey. I saw how long it took doing it one at a time. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and just start big and or even medium, just not small, right? Not singular. Even 2 accounts is better than 1, right? Because when you get a payout and you're requesting $1,000 per account, if you only have 1 account, that's just $1,000. But if you have 2, obviously it's 2,000, 3,000, 4, and so on and so on. Okay, so that's my suggestion. You can copy trade these counts between each other, and you can use the PlayBit promo code on every single one of them. Okay, so you don't have to pay full price for any of them. It's not financial advice. That's just what I do. Okay. Okay, just wanted to come back and check these. Of course, I come back and check and see SCORM. Next step, once you have your prop firm accounts on your prop firm dashboard right here, you'll see, look, I have a Lucid Direct account as well. And this is why I don't suggest these. I was risking 150K on these by mistake. I was risking 300 on this 150, and it takes too long. Okay, it takes too long. You got to risk more. You got to risk 900. If I was risking 900, I already would have had a payout. Okay, I would be taking a $3,000 payout already. So I'd be at $9,000 payouts total. So keep that in mind, guys. Or sorry, not 9, 7. Keep that in mind. Okay, and how do I log into all these accounts? Right here, credentials. Lucid gives you your credentials right here. So does Apex. So does every other firm. Your credentials are right here. These are the credentials that you use to log into your prop accounts. Okay, so we would then go back to Traders Post here, and we would click Connect Broker. Choose the broker first. never choose your prop firm first. Who is the broker? Well, it's Tradevate. It's always Tradevate. If you're using Traders Post, it has to be Tradevate unless you're doing Top Step. In that case, it would be Project X. Is anyone here doing Top Step? Click Tradevate. Then you choose your prop firm. Who's our prop firm? It's Lucid, right here. So we choose Lucid. Connect Lucid Trading. Go to my Lucid login details, LTT97, there it is. Right, go back to Lucid here. See? And then I'll click Login. What's going to happen is all of your accounts are going to populate here. Okay? You're going to see them. Remember, I had 5 accounts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are disabled. My starter plan gives me 4 paper slots. Okay? 4. Genuinely, they should give you more. Loon gives you 10, but I digress. I'll activate the 4 that it gives me. And they're enabled. If I wanted to activate this 5th one, I would have to purchase another paper account here, which are $4 a month with promo code N4A20. Okay? So, if I wanted to add more paper accounts and trade them all on Traders Post, which I don't necessarily suggest anymore, this is what you would do. Why don't I suggest it? Well, the more you add on here, the more you congest it, and the more likelihood you end up with failed orders. How to avoid that? Simply use a trade copier. And of course, won't be able to show you TradeSyncer today. Looks like they're doing extra long maintenance. So you would use a trade copier like TradeSyncer or Tradecopia. I have a YouTube video on it in my YouTube. So you wouldn't even enable any of these. You would enable one account as the lead, and then all the followers would be, which are these accounts, and your other extras would be on TradeSyncer. But if you only have anywhere between 1 and 4 accounts, you don't have to worry about any of this because you can just use Traders Post. And if you wanted to use that 5th one, literally all you have to do, guys, is just add one account here. It's going to charge you an extra $4 a month for each paper account. Okay? So now that they're enabled, we can click Save. We can go back to our dashboard. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 Lucid accounts. I logged in one time and I added all 4 Lucid accounts. Let's say I blew one or I passed one and it turns to funded. How do I handle that in Traders Post? Well, you would go here to brokers, you would click it, and you see this here, Lucid Trading. Enabled 4 out of 5 accounts. Does that sound familiar? We would click edit, and you just click refresh accounts here. And if you have failed an account or passed an account and that new funded is active, it will auto populate here as a disabled account, and you can tell by its account number. Look at this, LFF 050. What is that? That's a Lucid funded account, 50K. LFF 050, Lucid funded 50K. LTD 150, Lucid direct 150K. LFE 50. That's a Lucid evaluation. That is a eval 50K. Lucid FF 50. That is a funded 50K. Okay, guys, that is how you determine your accounts. If you wanted to name them, you could do that. Okay, right here. Just like that. And then you would click save. Okay? So that is how you handle getting new accounts in and getting blown accounts and old accounts out. You just click refresh. If you blow an account or you pass an account, delete the old eval and delete the blown eval. Enable the new one. That's it. Okay, so the next step, strategies. Go to strategies. And if you're this far with me, you're already 50% done, guys. We're almost done. So we're going to go to strategies, and then we're going to click new strategy. You might have a button here in the middle. Click that or this, either one works. And you're going to see something like this, just like this. So I have a really specific name. You don't have to name it this. You can just do pure hunter or hunter. You can literally call it whatever you want. I just highly suggest you name it something that you're going to remember and understand what that strategy is. You're going to notice that when you create strategies, all the settings are going to remain the same. If I was to go create a safe flow strategy after I make this one, all the settings will be the exact same. The only thing that's different between strategies is literally just their name and their webhook. Okay? And those are the most two important things to help you make sure everything is cohesive, right? You don't want to label this anything other than Hunter because this is Hunter's strategy, right? So maybe you have like a specific risk for this Hunter strategy and it's 350, then go ahead and put 350 risk. Hunter, 350 risk. Now you know exactly what this strategy is and you know exactly where to attach this webhook when we go back to TradingView and finish this. Okay, guys? So boom. Make sure you label appropriately. Style. Before we do this, I will not touch anything that does not need to be touched during these settings. We're about to do the strategy and subscription settings. If I don't touch something, you don't touch it. Okay? Style, systematic, asset class, futures. Notifications, I only want failed. Give them your email. Security, any IP. That's it. We're done here. We're going to click Edit Subscription Defaults in the bottom right. Before I continue, I'm just going to go back up and reiterate. I touch this, and I turn it to systematic. I changed asset class to futures. Any ticker, I left alone. I did not put anything here. I did not touch this. Okay? And I did not touch any of these. I left them checked. I only want failed signals. I gave it my email, and I made sure it said any IP. That is it. Edit subscription defaults here in the bottom right-hand side. Click it. Make sure this is checked. Right here, this blue button. Check it. Make sure it's blue. Sides, both. Both sides. You don't want long or short only. You want to take both. At any given moment, any side could trigger a trade. You want both. Do not touch. Trading window. America, New York. It's in alphabetical order. So you're going to start in Africa and you're going to scroll down a little bit. You're going to see America. You're going to scroll down a little bit more. And then alphabetically, you're going to go to N. M. N. O. Oh, there it is. New York. Click it. It does not matter your time zone. Your time zone is irrelevant. You're choosing America, New York. And then you're going to check this box here. Allow exits and cancels. Position size. Do not touch anything here. This is handled in TradingView, and I will show you that in about 2 minutes. Again, touch nothing here. Next, open orders. Nothing. You touch nothing. Entry, change it from limit to market, and you don't touch anything else. Exit. Change it from limit to market. And again, you don't touch anything else. Retries, none. And here at the bottom right, you're going to click close. So you just finished the strategy settings. You're going to click save in the very bottom left. Then you're going to click subscribe. Okay, so what is subscribe? What does that mean? Your accounts that you added are subscribers. They're all little subscribers to your strategies. That's how this works. Your accounts subscribe to the strategy. We attach the strategy via webhook to the bot on TradingView. Once the bot triggers, it sends the webhook signal. Your accounts enter on Traders Post. It's that simple, okay? That's the full automation flow. It really couldn't get any easier. So that's all your accounts are. They're just little subscribers, right? So let's look at these accounts. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how they all say futures? That's because I did my settings right. Again, let's decipher these accounts by their account number. LFF050. What is that? That is a funded 50K. LFE 050. That is an eval 50K. Excuse me. LTD 150. That is a Lucid Trading Direct 150K. LFF 050. Lucid Funded 50K. Okay, guys? So if you don't label them, that's fine. You can just decipher them by their account number. I may not know what their total balance is right now, but I know exactly which one's which, just based off that. Maybe not exactly, but you know, I know which ones. So I'm going to go ahead and add the first one. So this is a Lucid Funded 50K. Let's go ahead and add it. We're going to click it and then click Create Subscription. See how I know this is a funded, but it still says paper? All your fundeds are still papers. I don't know if you knew that, but yeah, newsflash. You're trading a paper account, even if you're on a funded. Create subscription. Boom. We're only going to press 2 buttons here, guys. Oh, no, 3. Right here. Auto submit. Go down to the bottom left, click Save. Right next to it, click Enable. You're done. Go back to Strategies. Now look. You have your Hunter 350 risk enabled, auto submit with 1 subscription. Futures, take both sides on any ticker. Yours should look exactly like mine. If it doesn't, you did something wrong. Okay? It should look exactly like this. This will not be the same. That's a webhook. That should be different. Okay, so we added 1 account. How do we copy trade? Well, you go to the same strategy and you click subscribe. Let's go subscribe another account to the strategy. We did this one already. Now here's number 2. Lucid eval 50K. Let's go ahead and subscribe the eval. Technically, if you wanted to risk higher on the eval, you wouldn't. You would make a separate strategy specifically for the eval so you could risk higher. So let's do that. Let's skip the eval and let's go ahead and just add the direct. Nope, we can't add the direct because this is a 350 risk. I don't want to trade my direct on a 350 risk. I want to trade it on 900. So I won't be able to add this one to the strategy either. I'll have to do my other Lucid funded 50K. Okay. Auto submit. Bottom left, save. Next to the save button, click enable. Go back to strategies. Now you have 2 subscriptions. Okay. 2 subscriptions, 2 accounts trading Hunter 350 risk. Well, you mentioned that I would have to do a different risk profile strategy for different sized accounts. Yes, that's correct. You can go ahead and add your eval to 350 risk. That's perfectly fine. But let's say 500 risk hunter evals, 50Ks. All you do is literally name it systematic, futures, only failed, email, any IP, edit subscription defaults, both sides, trading window time zone, America, New York, allow exits and cancels, skip position size, do not touch it, skip open orders, do not touch it, entry, market, exit, market, retries, none, close, save, subscribe. Eval. Let's choose the eval, LFE50. Perfect. Create subscription, auto submit, save, enable. Go back to strategies. Look at that. 500 risk, hunter, evals, 50K, futures, take both sides on any ticker, webhook, one subscription, my single 50K eval, auto submit, enabled, done. Oh, but you said something about your 150K too. 150K, directive funded, hunter, 900 risk. Systematic, futures, only failed, who jumper, any IP, edit, both sides, trading window time zone, America, New York, allow exits and cancels, skip, skip, market, change from limit to market, go to exit, limit to market, entries, none, close, save, subscribe. Where's my 150? At Lucid Trading Direct 150, right there. Click it, create subscription, auto submit, save, enable, strategies, done. So within, I think I did that in under 60 seconds. I did both of those. Okay, guys? It's really that simple. I know I speed ran those, but this is being recorded. So all you have to do is just go back, watch the time I did it the first time really slow, and just embed it into your memory because it's the same shit every single time. The only thing that you saw me do different was what? The name, how I defined it. It doesn't automatically pick up this risk just because I put it there. That's done in TradingView. And I'll show you that in just a second. We're actually ready to do that now. So once you're done with this, I've got all 4 accounts defined. I put 2 fundeds on a 350 risk. I put 1 eval on a 500 risk. I put 1 direct to funded 150K on a 900 risk. This is complete and this is done. This is perfect. This is absolutely beautiful. Okay. We're 75% done. The next step would be to go back to TradingView. Okay. And now we got to create our layouts. Let me go check y'all's messages. I hope I answered your question, A-Trades. I finished setting up the Lucid account with the Strategy Akimbo with TradeStation and TradingView. No, if you use TradeStation, like for your automation software, Al, then no, you don't need a VPS if you're using automation software. That's cloud-based. You're good to go. Yeah, no, you're good to go. That's what this is. You don't need a VPS. The only reason I was talking about a VPS earlier, guys, was because of ClearEdge. You don't need it. It's just another option, okay? You do not need it. You don't need it until you do. So when you get to 10, 20 accounts, come over to ClearEdge. But until then, just stay on Traders Post and you'll be good with the cloud-based. No need to apologize, bro. It's all good. Yeah, the bot will probably be locked up here soon. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, Diddy. He always makes an appearance. At work, I don't have the best service. Will that mess with my bot? No, your bot is running off our cloud. So it's running off an AWS server. So we already took care of everything in the background for you to run. It'll run no matter what once we connect to your TradingView. Okay, so let's go back and finish this. Now that we're on TradingView, this is actually where you put your bot. This is where you, this is like your bot's home, right? TradingView is where your bot's going to live. Well, you have to get your bot first. So I know a lot of you probably just bought the bot. Let's go to it, like where you bought it on WAP. And let's, here, this is where you bought it. After you buy it, you got to go to Playbit, Playbit Swap here, and you need to go to apps. Some of you may have done this already. Some of you may haven't, but you need to go to apps and you need to go to TradingView Bot Script. It's a TradingView logo here under apps on Playbit Swap after you purchase the bot and click it. Access your TradingView indicator. That just means bot. Access your bot. Get your scripts. Here they are. Okay. Go to your TradingView. Get your username here. See my username? Put it here. Click set. Click claim. Go back to TradingView. Give it a couple hard refreshes right here. Then you're good. I want you to do one more thing too if you haven't. You also need inside apps, next to the TradingView icon, you need to claim the full Discord access. So you might be missing some Discord channels. You don't need to do this right now because it's going to take you 5 minutes and it's going to mess up your setup because I need you to focus on the next step. Claim access, and it's going to make you log in and you can claim your Discord access. Boom. Once you get your indicators, we're going to go to a super chart, which is just a full size chart. You're going to search MNQ1, just like this. Okay. It has to be this one with the American flag. Please. Please. You got to be on the 5-minute time frame, and we're going to create a layout. Okay, guys, how do you create a layout? Right here, there's a little tiny drop-down arrow. You can barely see it. All right, if you look for the magnifying glass right here and look to the left, you'll see it. Click it, and then you'll see a plus sign here. Create new layout. You're going to click that, and we're going to name the layout the same thing, the same exact thing. Okay, guys, the same exact thing. So better, let me do you one better. Go back to Trader's Post, go to the strategy, click edit, copy, paste. Okay, you want it to be named the exact same thing. And you can even get it a little emoji. So you know, hey, that's my hunter emoji, or that's my hunter emoji, or that's my hunter emoji. So when you click create, it's going to open it in a new tab, and look, boom. Now you know for sure, when you see that little alien, just based off the little alien, now you know, oh, that's my 350 risk hunter layout. And I know that for sure. And that is attached to this strategy. Okay, right here. So if you have emojis on your laptop or on your phone, you could fuck around and even insert a little alien emoji here too. And you know what I'm saying? Just to help you. So boom, your layout's been made. You can see it here. And it matches your strategy, correct? Make sure you got your live data. It's very, very, very important before I continue. If you see a little orange D right here on your chart, right here, where I'm moving my crosshair, you don't have live data yet. You need to click the orange D and you need to go through the motions of buying the $7 CME data. CME, $7. It's the only one that costs $7. You'll be able to find it pretty easily. Once you have that, you've created your layout. You're on MNQ1 with the explanation point with the American flag. Okay, not NQ. Do not do NQ. And you're on the 5-minute time frame. We're going to go to indicators, invite only, dynamic orb. Click it. Click this X. minimize this. Boom. You've added the bot to your chart inside a layout. What is a layout? The layout is your bot's home. This is how we isolate your bot inside your trading view so you can still use your trading view for other shit. Okay? Don't trade or do anything or log into your Tradevate here. Okay? This is not a part of the setup. A lot of people do this. They try to do this to get around having live data and paying the $7 or whatever. Don't do that because it disconnects. And it's going to disconnect when your trade is already in and you're not going to get your exit signal and you're going to get friggity fucked, okay? Excuse my language, but I just get irritated, bro, because people do this and they say, "Oh, it works fine for me," until it doesn't. Okay, guys? There's a recommended way to do this and there's a non-recommended way to do this. And if you want to do it the non-recommended way, by all means, knock your head off. The recommended way is you just click the little orange D here and get your live data. That way you never have to worry about it, okay? Because this will disconnect. And that would be worst case scenario. It disconnects and then you don't get to exit the trade and then you blow your account, okay? Or best case scenario, it disconnects, you don't get to exit the trade and it's this trade and it just keeps going down and down and down, but then you blow the account off consistency and you'll never be able to, so either way it's bad. So just don't do that. And sorry for my rant. Just important I get that message across. So you've added the bot to the chart, to the layout, sorry, and this is your bot's home. If you wanted to go manual trade still, you can do that in a different layout. See, this is my unnamed. This is where I manually trade. I could simply just rename this to my trades, okay? So anything I do here will not affect the bot. And if I wanted to log into my broker and trade, then I can do that. Okay? Just don't do that here on this layout. So once you've done that, now it's time to do the settings for the bot. Again, how do you access the bot settings? Just drop down arrow right here. Click it. You're going to see a little script with a bunch of random shit. Click settings right here. It's a little hexagon. Okay, let me check y'all's messages real quick. Also, I saw on bot changes that we were instructed to turn off the island strat. Yes, turn that shit off. What's up, Algo? Okay. So we're here. We're inside our indicator settings. This is one of the most important things that we can do here. We want to make sure, for Pure Hunter, that our orb logic is classic. You want to make sure your alert ticker symbol does not change. It remains the same. Don't touch it. Scroll down. Don't touch anything else. If you want to run akimbo, you can. We'll get to that in a second. But for Pure Hunter, we're just going to leave this exactly how it is. Okay, you don't need to touch anything here. Continue to scroll down to your risk per trade for classic, because remember, Hunter is classic. And we're going to change it to a preferred risk. What is a preferred risk? Typically, it depends on you and what you're doing. Is it an eval? Is it a funded? If it's a funded, 50K, whoops. That means you have 2K in drawdown. I would divide it by 7. You get 285. So I would round that up to about 300 minimum. Okay? For 50K fundeds. Minimum 300. For evals, I honestly just throw evals at the wall. I do what I can afford. You know, I can't afford to buy 30 evals and throw them all at the wall, so I don't do that. I buy a few, or one at a time, and I throw them at the wall, 500, 750 risk. If I get a discount on 10, like from Apex or whatever, I'll do all 10, 750 risk, and throw them at the wall. Okay, you have to be risk adverse. You got to be able to handle the risk involved with prop trading. If you can't, then don't do it. Okay, guys, I can't suggest what you should do besides to do what you can afford to do. All right, you should not be breaking your bank doing this. It means nothing, and I feel nothing if I blow 5 accounts in 1 week. Maybe that'd be different. If there were 5 direct accounts, I would feel that. That would suck. But it means nothing to me to blow $50 5 times in a week. So I do that because it means nothing to me. That might mean something to somebody else. So you shouldn't do that. Okay? This is my 350 risk profile, so I'm going to choose 350 for my fundeds. You don't touch this because this is Hunter, and Hunter is not revised. So this doesn't matter. I could make this a $3 million, and it doesn't matter. It won't trade either way. So this is all that matters here. Just make sure this box is checked. Okay. You don't have to enable this because we are on the MNQ chart. Continue to scroll down. Nothing else here matters. You don't need to touch any of it. You need to scroll down to where it says Hunter. Okay. Make sure this is checked. Make sure this is checked. Make sure this is checked. And then this is optional. Me personally, I turn it off. And then I turn on my partials. Put it on 0.7. And we are ready to go. You're done. Okay, guys? You're literally done. Hunter. Check, 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 or not, up to you, and then check. 0.7, 0.85, 0.91. It's completely up to you. Click OK. Final step, guys. We are 95% done. Okay, this is the final step. We just finalized our settings. Now we need to create our alert. Go up here to this clock, the top middle section of your chart, and click Create Alert. Condition is the name of the indicator. Just choose the indicator. That's our condition. Order fills and alert function calls, yes. Interval, same as chart, 5 minutes, yes. Expiration, 1 month, yes. Message, click it, delete everything. Let's go to the Discord, and I'm going to, actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to this alert, and I'm going to steal it from this guy here. I can't do that because that's from Loon. I got to go grab it for you guys. 1 second. The foot cam costs $100. Let me go grab this. So y'all gotta, let me drop my PayPal link, and then once it reaches 100, I'll turn the foot cam on. Let me scroll up to the Jason. Here it is. I'm gonna paste this in the chat for you guys. Copy that exactly. Don't change it. Don't alter it. Just copy it. Then we're going to go back to our alert. Inside the message box, we deleted everything. And we're going to paste that. Just like it is. No extra spaces, no extra characters. And then remember, what is our alert name? It's the same as our layout name. What is our layout name? The same as our strategy name. Okay. We want it all to be the same. Let's delete the alien. If you got the emoji, put it. Apply. Okay, looks just like this. Click apply. All right, guys, last step. Notifications. Apps toast sounds, apps toast webhook, whatever it says right here, just click it. And you're going to check this box. If you check this box and you get a message that says something about 2FA, you didn't do your 2FA, you need to go back and do your 2FA. Now you got to restart your whole alert because you're going to have to refresh your whole page and it's going to be fucking annoying. Excuse my language. But that's why I told you to do 2FA first. So you want this, okay? If you don't have this, Go back and do your 2FA. To get this, where do we get this? We go to Traders Post, go to Strategies, find your, what strategy are we looking for, guys? 350 risk. This is what we've been doing this whole time. This whole time, we've been focused on this. 350 risk for my fundeds, these two fundeds with the alien emoji, right? We click Edit right here. We go up to the top right-hand side and click Webhook, Copy. Don't try to copy it with your, don't try to do this. It's going to copy the asterisks. Those aren't actually there, okay? Those are hiding my webhook. Your webhook's secret. Don't share it with anybody. Click the copy button next to the big red generate new. Click copy. Then come back here and paste, apply, and then create. And you're done, guys. Once you do that, and your alert right here, pop it out on the little pop out. It says active, 100-350 risk. And look, little alarm right there. Let me grab my arrow so you can see it. Boom. You're 100% done. Okay, so we are 100% done with all of that. It is now set up. You can close your laptop. You can close this tab. It does not matter. It's ready to go. My alert is alive. The bot is alive in the cloud. There's nothing to worry about. It's going to work. If you wanted to go ahead and do those other risks, oh, well, you made those other ones. What about those other ones? Well, we got to go do the same thing. We just did that whole process for this one. Now you got to go do the whole process for that one and attach its webhook and do 500 risk instead of 350. The only thing that'll change on this layout versus this layout is this. This layout was 350. This layout is 500. And for the new layout, for the 500, you give it this webhook from this strategy. Do not give it this webhook. This webhook is the 350 webhook. Give it this webhook. If you give it this webhook, your eval is going to trade 350. You got to give it the webhook from the strategy that we created for it specifically. Right here. See how it's different? My other one ended in like A14C. This one's 2419. Completely different. Copy. And then go make a whole new layout. Here. Create new layout. Strategies. Edit. Copy. Paste. And then don't use an alien on this one. Use the sunset behind the mountains, or use the rainbow. Just use something distinctive and different. 500 risk. You know, what does that warrant? I'd put like a money bag or something. You know what I mean? Just something that makes sense to you. Create. I see the lemon. I see the 500 risk. I know exactly what this is. I know exactly what layout I'm on. I'm not confused. See, look. I know what this is. I know what this is. Everything's cohesive. Everything makes sense. So when I create the alert and I reference stuff back in Traders Post, I know what's what. I'm not confused. All right. And again, the same thing. MNQ, 5 minutes, indicator, invite only, dynamic orb. You're doing the same exact shit that we just did. The only thing that you're changing, you're turning this to 500. Boom, 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 done. Alert. Go steal this from my other alert real quick. I pasted it in the chat, guys, so just copy it from the chat. Okay, are y'all following me here? It's really easy. Once you do it once, you're going to be professional. I'm done. 500 risk eval's done, just like that. Under a minute. Okay. Once you have the strategy set up, you're good. Do I need to create the 150 direct to funded 900 or do y'all get it? I'm pretty sure y'all get it. The only thing I would do was just create a new layout, do the same thing again that I just did. Change the risk, change the settings, attach the webhook with the alert and the JSON, and you're done. Oh, do y'all need to see any other type of setup? I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording now. Actually, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for you guys to answer that question. Do you have any questions? Are you confused about anything I did? Do I need to redo something? In regards to the other strategy, you just change it on TradingView, right? Yeah, so once you create the strategy here in Traders Post, it's done, right? You did all the same settings. All of these 3 strategies have the same settings. They're just labeled differently for ease. And then they have different webhooks, obviously, because they are responding to different signals. So other than that, all of their settings are the same. Once you have these completed and you attach the appropriate accounts to them that you want to trade, like don't give your 50K account to the 150, 900 risk. That's account suicide, right? Give it to the right strategy, define it appropriately, and then when you're ready to actually piece it all together, you go to TradingView, and this is where you do the settings, right? This is where the settings change. And the only thing that's changing for the settings as far as risk goes is this right here. It's literally it. Just this, right? And let's say I was like, oh, maybe 500 is too much for this, right? Let's try to do 4. I'll click 4. I'll click OK. Here's my lemon, 500 risk. Let's go to my 500 risk. If you have emojis, you could have put a lemon right here too. Let's go to my 500 risk hunter, click edit, condition, and then choose the new condition at the bottom. If you look here, start at the top, left-hand side of this gray box, it says N4A orb. Look down, it says New York. Look down again, it says 1100. Look down one more time and it says both. Look to the right of both and it says 400. Remember, my risk was just 500. So that's what this means. This was my old setting here at the top. If you look, N4A at the top left, look down, it says New York. Look down, it says 1100. Look down, it says both. To the right, it says 500. That's my original risk. But I just said, and you just watched me change it to 400. Did you not? So then I clicked alert, edit, condition, and then now I have a new condition, which is 400. Because I said, oh, well, 500 was too much. Let's change it to 4. Or, oh, I passed the eval. Let's give this strategy to my fundeds now and change it to 4. Okay, so you would choose the new condition and then click save and you're done. And that's how you would update anything that you change. You could change it from, you could take Thursdays off and then click OK. You would need to do the same thing. You would need to go to the appropriate alert on your appropriate layout, go to condition, and then now look, I have another new condition with Thursday off. And then click save. Boom. Yeah, everything else is on my YouTube as well. Some of these are hidden behind, like they're unlisted, but they're still there. So what you can do to get around that is go to playlist, and you'll be able to see the full scope, all videos. So I have 5 videos in here, 13 videos in here with bot setup and strategies, and then Sunday streams, which is where this video will go in here. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording now.